Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here at Crypto Nation. Hey, just want to say thanks to all my recent new subscribers. I think I'm about 10 or 11 subscribers away from finally hitting 5K, the big 5K. So yeah, man, if you're new here, don't definitely subscribe and hit the like button. I'm going to be going live probably in about an hour and a half or so. Hopefully after this live, man, I get my 5K subs. I'm almost there. But anyways, it's been a long grind on my channel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I've had some ups and downs. There's times when I think it was either one or two times I was like, what the hell we're doing crypto YouTube? Nobody cares. I'm just gonna buy crypto and just keep to myself and mind my own business and like what the hell with YouTube? You know what I mean? But something deep down told me to keep going. You know what I mean? Started my channel back in 2021 because I just had the love for it of talking about crypto. You know what I mean? Just is something I had the passion for. Even, there was a time when I was making $0 doing crypto YouTube, and I'm still not really doing it for the money. Money I'm making on YouTube is very little, very little. You know what I mean? If it was about the money, I would have quit a long time ago, guys, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just have a passion for this. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to the markets, man. We got Bitcoin at 87,000. Bitcoin is at 87,000 right now. Um, Check out whole market right here. We got Ethereum at 2,066, XRP at 245. So the market is kind of looking positive over the last week. Let's see if Bitcoin and ETH can keep that momentum. Bitcoin went up to about um, check out that 1 week chart. Yeah, Bitcoin went up to 88,466. Some people said this could be a fake out or whatever, and that Bitcoin could be heading back down to like below 80K or whatever. Well, we do definitely got to get ready for that if Bitcoin decide to, if they decide they want to manipulate the market, you know, um, how can I say it? Keep our hopes up or whatever. But things is looking not too bad. We got Ethereum here at 2,000. XRP. All I gotta say between now and 2025, excuse me, between now and 2026, this market is we're gonna have a lot of. There's gonna be so much opportunity to make life changing gains. All we have to do is get in the right place. I'm not here to tell you what cryptos to buy or not buy. I'm only can tell you what I'm doing. I'm not your financial advisor, but all I gotta say, everybody have their own narrative that they like or what cryptos projects they like. I'm gonna buy the cryptos that I like, and other people buy the cryptos they like. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Nowhere, I'm never gonna tell you to buy a crypto just because I'm in it. Definitely, we always got to do our own research, right? And look at the tokenomics, the market cap, look at the overall narrative of that project. Different things playing, come into play, if you know what I mean, when it comes to these different crypto projects. But pretty much, we just got to stay locked and loaded. Just stay locked and loaded. And between now and 2026, man, a lot of people is going to be able to retire by just being in the right place, especially if you're going for low cap utility, because the low market cap utilities, the ones that have a future, is going to be the cryptos to get in. Like we're talking about ZBEC, XPR, um, different plays, Swift Coin, Jasmine, XCN, all these different projects that we've been covering over the last, couple of years. And there's always going to be, I'm always looking for like coins, also coins that hasn't been really talked about that have potential. That's the whole reason, I set up the Patreon and all that. But anyways, yeah, man, it's definitely going to be a lot of um, opportunity, but between now and 2026. Like I said, my goal by 2026, man, um, by late 2025, 26, even if I just made $100,000, hey, I'll be happy with that. There's no need to get greedy. No need to get greedy at all. Some people's gonna make 1 million. Some people may make a couple of 100,000 or 500,000 or whatever you make, man. All I gotta say, just don't be greedy. If you feel you made a nice amount of money, just take those profits, because at the end of the day, because when the market is ready to crash, it's gonna crash hard coming at the end of the cycle, if you know what I mean. But yeah, man, we just got to stay locked and loaded. Make sure we get into the right place. There's so much opportunities, out there that's that's happening. But yeah, man, we're heading into a new age of finance, of man, of global finance and digital assets, and we're still early. We're still like everybody who's in crypto now, man, especially in the U.S. in the USA. A lot of people, been hearing about crypto. They heard about it, but they still don't know a lot about it. The first thing they'll think about is Bitcoin or whatever, but they don't understand there's close to 10,000 cryptocurrencies out there. You know, but yeah, we got all the high big market cap coins. Then we got the mid caps. Then we got the low caps. Then we got the micro caps. Then we got all the meme coins. But yeah, man. But definitely remember this cycle is gonna come down to the low cap utilities. Of course, I've been looking at a few meme coins that I think that's gonna go parabolic. There's a few meme coins I've been looking at, like of course like Dog and Me, Toshi. We got those. Of course, I think Turbo's gonna eventually go back up. I've been looking at that crow with hat, crow with knife. That crow with knife look like it's getting ready to go crazy parabolic. I'm looking at it. That crow with knife. It's at 7 zeros 25, and the market cap is low. That's the thing. That's another thing I was going to look at. When you see that market cap, 20 million and under, man, that is a go right there. But yeah, having at least one meme coin in your portfolio doesn't hurt at all. There's always going to be meme coins going parabolic. We had that whole on that Solana, that whole pump.fun thing going on. We had that going on. Um, but most of those were rug pulls, but only a very small percentage of people probably made life changing gains, with that whole pump fund fiasco that was going on. But anyways, I'm looking forward, man. We got the X1 blockchain coming out hopefully next month. Jack Devin's been working on that. The whole team. We got our validators. I'm really looking forward to that, man. Uh, to X1. Looking at Zen Crypto right now. Right now we're actually in the red. We're at 7 zeros 80. So yeah, man, we just gotta stay locked and loaded, and just keep loading up, man. Um, just keep, stay locked and loaded. That's pretty much all we can do. Be prepared. We always got to be prepared for the worst, also. Just in case if Bitcoin does take a downturn, definitely got to get ready for that. Be ready. Luckily, we do have just a little bit of extra dry powder or extra cash on the side to pick up another dip. But if we dip but one more last time, I'll be able to pick up another dip one more last time. After that, I think that'll be it for me. I'm just gonna have to hold. But anyways, yeah, man. We're definitely gonna, um, I just say, we're living in exciting times right now. When it comes to investing. Unfortunately, they don't teach this in school. It's something we gotta learn on our own, pretty much. You know. But anyways, yeah, man. That's my 2 cents. What I think. Uh, but I'm thinking pretty positive right now. Everything was going on. There's Titan X, one of the plays I recently got in on. I'm really bullish on this one, by the way, Titan X. Um, they got a pretty good burning system. We're only at an 18 million market cap right now. I believe Titan X I believe it's gonna do good over the next several months. Yeah, with Titan. But anyways, man, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. Also, hey, if you guys anybody would like to be part of the community, you got feel free to head over to the Patreon, man. Only 15 bucks, $15 a month. Same price as a combo meal. Definitely come on over. If you want to reach out to me privately, hey, if you want to have a one-on-one phone conversation or video chat with me, let me know. Come on over to Patreon. Get signed up, man. Only $15, man. Hey, like I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep it at $15. I'm actually thinking about going up on the price. But everybody who's in the Patreon now, you guys are grandfathered in, but probably going to be going up to like $20 pretty soon here. But yeah, I kept it at $15 for a good while, but yeah, man, definitely while it's still only $15, take advantage. I got back-to-back um, videos that I've covered, different projects that I've been covering over the last few months over here on Patreon. And also, shouts out to all my Patreon members. We're doing it over here. We got our chat group. I'm always like to share with the community, and everything that I share on Patreon, I don't share on the regular channel really, because YouTube, they monitor, everything. But Patreon, we got more freedom over here. We can say what we want, and I'm covering these low cap utilities back to back. But anyways, the link is going to be in the description for the Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. Also, PayPal Venmo is going to be in the description as well, or you can just send us a donation to my PayPal or Venmo. or whatever. Any way you like to support the channel, that's what's keeping me going. But anyways, I'll see you guys in about maybe in about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the live stream. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning into the channel. I just wanted to give this little talk. Just pretty much just wanted to speak my mind, pretty much. But anyways, hey, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.